The presidential election in Mexico on Sunday is expected to be historic. There are several factors at play which might prove to be decisive. Here's a look at some of the key issues which may determine which way the voters cast their ballot as they head out to choose their next president.
In an electorate of 72 million, over half the people who will cast their vote to elect their next president on Sunday in Mexico are under the age of 39. And among these, an overwhelming 14 million of them are first-time voters. The young and their aspirations are touted to be the key deciding factor in determining which way the pendulum of power is likely to swing. Among the crucial issues that have dominated the debate in Mexico's presidential elections, corruption tops the list. The incumbent president Enrique Peña Nieto's party has been in power for 77 in the last 90 years. Corruption is seen as endemic in government functioning. Peña Nieto's administration has been extremely unpopular due to corruption scandals. No less than 9 of his governors are awaiting trial in corruption cases. President Nieto's wife herself has been under the scanner for the purchase of a $7 million luxury apartment, a deal which she was later forced to cancel. The other crucial issue the average voter in Mexico would be closely monitoring is economy. Like corruption, the sluggish Mexican economy is the other key area of concern, especially for Mexico's aspirational youth. The economy has been growing at a paltry 2% rate in the last 5 years. In a country whose societal structure is characterized by blinding disparity, almost 40% of the people live in poverty. Making matters worse, the Mexican peso has been weakening against the dollar. Oil production has been dwindling, which in turn have squeezed the profits of the state oil company Pemex. But the biggest threat to the Mexican economy has been signaled by its northern neighbor under Donald Trump, who has made it abundantly clear that he wants to renegotiate the North American Free Trade Agreement. The woes of the Mexicans do not end here. The other big issue which is in focus is security. The month of May 2018 has proven to be the most violent month recorded in Mexico's modern history. Last year, over 29,000 murders had been reported, and this year, the number is likely to be surpassed. Gang wars between different drug cartels are witnessed regularly. Despite the governmental crackdown on drug cartels, they have now diversified into new avenues, making drug control even harder for the administration. But this being the election year has made the violence particularly ugly. Violence has been used as an instrument to dominate the political landscape. Since September last year, no less than 530 politicians have been attacked, out of which 132 have been murdered. However, one of the biggest challenges in the Mexican presidential elections is how fake news is impacting people's perception as they head out to vote. There are reports of candidates and political parties being on an overdrive to spread propaganda through fake news messages, Facebook, Twitter posts, and so on. In fact, the Mexican media has come up with an artificial intelligence-powered search tool to counter fake news. The elections come at a time when Mexico's northern neighbor is ruled by a president who has blown hot and cold over building a wall at the Mexican border. Bureau Report, WION.